Hello everyone. Today we will study a new poem by Gabriel Okara, Once Upon a Time. So here we will study about the poet. He was born 1921 and died in 2019, and he is a Nigerian poet and novelist. He is a famous poetry, and his famous poetries are Once Upon a Time, which you are studying now, Piano and Drums, and famous novels are The Voice 1964, and he was the first modern African poet to write in English. This is very important, and please learn the poetry and novels which I have mentioned. Now the theme are loss of innocence and childhood purity, hypocrisy of artificiality in society, nostalgia and regret, the influence of westernization, desire for redemption and change. Now the summary is here first of all, overall here this poem is about, the poet want to show you that, this poem shows you that about the lost innocence and the artificially of modern relationship. Like the speaker reminiscence that about a time when people were genuine about their expression, deep regret, and having learned to be faked. And now it's all about having fake expressions. Like he wishes to return to a state of sincerity, seeking guidance from his son, who still embodies truth and purity. So this is about social hypocrisy and the yearning of authenticity of human interaction. Okay. Now the first stanza we will study here is, the speaker, presumably a father, addresses his son and recall a time when people laughter was genuine, and he described how people laugh with their hearts and eyes, meaning their emotions were sincere. However, their laugh is now turned into superficial with their teeth indicating insincerity, and their eyes are ice block cold, suggesting a lack of warmth and authenticity. Their eyes search behind my shadow, meaning search behind my shadow means they are more interested in personal gain rather than genuine connection. Okay, so here in first stanza the poet wants to say that his son, that in the past people laughed sincerely and their hearts and eyes with their hearts and eyes, but now their laughter is fake. They just smile only with their teeth while their cold eyes and show no real emotions. So now we will move forward to stanza 2. The poet continues his lament about the past when handshake symbolizes warmth and true friendship. Now handshakes have become empty gestures to avoid real emotions. The line, while there is a left hand, search my empty pockets, suggests that people are now driven by self-interest, always looking for personal benefits rather than forming sincere relationship, which means that handshake were warm and heartfelt. Okay, earlier the handshake and were like warm and heartfelt, but now they are empty gestures. Like people shake hands while secretly looking for personal gain, and symbolized them by searching his empty pockets. Okay, now third stanza shows you that here the poet highlights the hypocrisy of social customs. People say polite phrases like feel at home, come again, but they truly mean, if the speaker visits more than twice, he realizes that their hospitality was not genuine, as the door are metamorphically or literally shut on him. Which means that here the people polite things like feel at home and come again, but they truly don't mean that. If the speaker visit too often, he realizes he is no longer welcome there, if he will go again. So now we will move forward to fourth stanza. Here the speaker admits that he is too adapted to his artificial world. He has learned to wear different faces or masks for different situations. Much like changing clothes, he has a home face, street face, etc. Each one designed to fit a particular setting. His smile, like those of others, have become forced and artificial, similar to a fixed portrait smile that never changes, which means here poet admits that he too has learned to fake emotions. He wears different faces, like personalities, for different situations at home, work, like at home, work, social event, just like changing clothes. His smile has become now artificial, like those in the portraits. Now in the fifth stanza, the speaker continues to describe how he adapted the society in sincerity. He has learned to fake emotions, to laugh without feeling, to shake hands without warmth, and to say things he does not mean. He sarcastically points that goodbye when he actually means good riddance, indicating frustration, and pretends to be happy when meeting or talking to people, even when he is not, which means that he has learned to act like others. The poet won't like he has learned to act like others, laughing without joy, shaking hand without warmth, and saying things he does not mean. He pretends to be happy or interested even when he is not. So now we will move forward to sixth stanza. Now the speaker expresses regret. He does not want to continue living with his hypocrisy. He longs to return to his childhood innocence before he learned to fake emotions. He wishes to unlearn all the artificial behavior he has picked up and relearn how to laugh sincerely. When he sees his reflection, his forced smile reminds him of a snake's bare, fang cold, fang cold and dangerous instead of warm and joyful, which means that the poet regrets this change. He wants to go back to being his true self. Like when he was a child, he realizes his current laughter is fake, like a snake showing its fangs. I will move forward to last and seventh stanza. In the final stanza, here the speaker turns to his son for guidance. He sees in his child the innocence and sincerity that he has lost. He asked his son to teach him how to laugh, smile genuinely again as he did in his childhood. The phrase "once upon a time" reinforced the idea that the part was better, pure time, much like a fairy tale. Like in this final stanza, he asks his son to teach him how to smile and laugh genuinely again, just like he did in his innocent childhood. Now, this poem contains overall message that here the poets talk about how people lose their sincerity as they grow up and how society forces them to behave artificially, right? And here also poet wishes to turn to his true self free from hypocrisy. I hope you all will love this poem. So thank you everyone.